I'm Gary Martin Hayes, and on this segment of my TV show, I will discuss exactly what happens when you call the law offices of Gary Martin Hayes & Associates. And please stay tuned for great resources at the end of this video. Hey, good morning. Thank you for starting your day here with us on Atlanta CW Network. Let's jump right to a question now from one of our viewers. Gary, good morning. I'm writing this on behalf of my wife. She was hurt in a car wreck last week. The other driver wasn't paying attention and ran a red light. He got the ticket and apologized to my wife at the scene. She refused to have the ambulance take her to the hospital. However, when I got to the scene, I took her myself. I know we need help with the car repairs and really everything. My wife is nervous to call you about the wreck because she doesn't know what to expect. Can you explain the process to us? Thank you. And that question comes to us from John on behalf of Amanda in Forest Park. John, thanks for the call, and I'm very sorry to hear about Amanda's wreck, and I completely understand why she's somewhat hesitant to call an attorney. Let me bring in Caroline Cole from my office to help walk you through the process of what happens whenever someone calls my office about a claim. Caroline, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Caroline, whenever someone calls our office about a potential case, you or someone from your team, they're the first ones to speak with the caller. Are most of the callers nervous at the very beginning?
Yeah, a lot of people are nervous, which is understandable. This may be the first time that they've ever spoken with an attorney about any matter. And when they're hurt, either in a car wreck or injured at work, you know that they have a lot to be worried about.
Well, can you walk us through the process? What happens whenever someone picks up the phone and gives a call at 770-934-8000?
Sure. If a person calls our office about a potential claim, the call will be routed to me or someone on my team. We'll ask the person how we can help, and then the caller will tell us about their legal issues.
And let me stress this to everyone too. Whenever you call our office with a question, please know these three things. 1, the initial consultation is free. 2, the call is completely confidential. And 3, there is no obligation. So when John or Amanda call our office about Amanda's wreck, Caroline, tell us what happens next.
Yeah, we'll ask them to tell us a little more about the wreck with questions such as, when did it happen, where did it happen, and what happened to cause the wreck. And we'll also cover what insurance companies are involved, as well as injuries Amanda sustained.
All right, Caroline, tell our viewers, once you complete this initial list of questions, what happens next?
Then we will conference you in, or one of the other attorneys in the office, onto the call so that the attorney can review the case and offer suggestions to the caller.
Caroline, you know we specialize in wrongful death, personal injury, workers' compensation claims, but we also get calls from people regarding all kinds of cases, from divorces to criminal cases to bankruptcy cases. What happens if the person calls about a case that we don't handle?
Well, it's our goal to always try and find someone that can help. We want people to call us first regarding any legal issue. If it's not something we handle, then our goal is to try and find an attorney that specializes in that area of law. We have a complete list of attorneys that you know and respect in other types of practice.
Right. After the attorney speaks with the caller and the firm agrees to accept the case and the caller agrees to hire us, tell our viewers, if you would, Caroline, what happens next?
We can either schedule an appointment for the person to come into our office to meet with us to sign the paperwork that will allow us to represent them, or we can have an investigator come out to meet with them at their home, office, or even at the hospital. We want to make it very convenient for our clients.
And that's a great point about the investigators. We know that sometimes our clients are not physically able to come to the office because of their injuries, or the only car they had for transportation was destroyed in the wreck, so they have no way to come to the office. We make it easy for them by offering to send them an investigator to meet with them and answer questions about their claim.
And most of our clients choose that option because it is so convenient.
All right, Caroline, what do you enjoy most about your job as our new client liaison?
Most of all, I love that I'm able to help people. I sometimes speak with people who are so hurt and frustrated by their particular incident that they call in tears. Knowing that by the time the call is finished, we've either taken that case or guided them in the right direction really alleviates that anxiety and leaves them feeling better than before they called. And that makes me feel great.
And John, Amanda, I know there are other worries. Who will pay for the hospital bills? Who will pay for the continuing medical needs in the future? Who will compensate your wife for any time lost from work? What if she can't return to work? And there's another point I want to make here. John, I'd like for you and Amanda to consider this. While both of you are focused on Amanda's physical recovery, do you really want to try and take on the insurance company and their team of lawyers by yourself? Both of you have far too much at stake to try and go it alone or to hire someone that is not an expert in this area. And one final point I'd like to stress to you. A question I'm often asked is, how can I afford to hire you? Well, our contract is simple. You do not pay us any money up front. We're not paid by the hour, by the phone call, by the letter, by the office conference. We don't limit our clients to just one call. We only get paid if there's a recovery for you. If there is no recovery, then there are no attorney fees, period. Look, you owe it to yourself, to your family, to get the help that you need. Caroline, we're here to help them. Give us a call, 770-934-8000, and we will be right back. Thank you.